when I say hold yourself, I want all of you get ready to stop. When I say stop, don't move. When I say get it, I want all of y'all to go boogie woogie. Hold it now. Boogie woogie.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to Discover RPG.
Oh, hi, friends. Oh, sorry, I interrupted.
No,
hi, everybody.
This is the chat show where we take your questions about RPGs and D&Ds, yeah, the multiples, substitute them with our own, and do our damnedest despite all forces in the universe to stay on topic, which is going to be incredibly hard today, I'm going to say.
Hard tonight.
I
don't see anything wrong here.
We are, of course, we're in the middle of our subdrive for Nerdsmith, and as a special subdrive episode, we have very special guests with us today.
Extremely special guest.
Chunk, you have special guest Chunk.
And Cucumber, hello.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
And that's... Well, that's not important.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know. What are you doing at our table? You go over there.
Reception Studios.
Oh, yes. Hi.
We couldn't do 2 cameras today. I had to be over here.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. We are absolutely honored to have you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
So yeah, I am Angela, and this, I keep getting the direction wrong. This is my co-host Logan, and we are here to chat about their show Perception Check and RPGs and D&D and all sorts of fun stuff, and generally just goof off while you guys watch the madness. And yeah, how are you doing today, Logan?
I am doing so well.
This is Christmas morning for you.
It really was. I woke up before my alarm this morning, even though I got very little sleep, and I'm very excited to be here today. How big of a wine glass do you need, Angela?
Holy hell.
It's called a punch bowl.
Is it for water?
It's full of malt liquor.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
only need one, when you're only allowed to have one drink, Angela likes to make sure that
It has
counts.
Harry Potter branding on the other side, so I'm keeping it away from camera.
Yeah,
It should say, I'm up to no
Which
good on it.
house? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has a map on the other side.
Colton loves Houston Astros. Hello.
Hey, Colton.
Hello.
Okay, yeah. He seems extremely familiar with you, so I was concerned he was your stalker.
Also,
Okay,
hi,
so
Manly
this-
Mutt.
We saw that puppet word in there.
Hey, whoa! Just because you read it doesn't mean you get to say it, sir. We do prefer the term felted friends.
Felted friends.
Everybody gets one. Everybody gets one.
I guess that probably brings up a first question I would have. Opinions on the Houston Astros?
Oh, and what's his name? Grimace
That's
Grizzly?
Football, right?
Grim Graham?
GG.
Furface? Gigi?
GG.
What's his name?
Which one?
The
The mascot?
The mascot.
yeah. Harry?
The Astros.
He looks
John?
like Harry the Mupp.
Mike.
Is that not what we're talking about? Are we talking about?
Sure.
I don't know
Oh,
sports.
sports ball. I just know there's one mascot who's really cool in orange right now.
Oh.
Gritty. He's part of a hockey team.
Gritty.
Oh, that.
Gritty. Thank you.
Gritty,
That's what
yeah.
I was thinking
You
of.
don't know sports, but you know
Nothing.
sports mascots. That's a very
I
strange
know
kink.
Listen,
that.
we like to see our
sports
people
mascot.
succeed, man.
Mhm.
That's a very strange kink, Angela.
No, it's just a very
Yeah, Angela.
small sliver of knowledge.
I'm sorry, did someone say strange kink?
Welcome to Discover
Is
RPG,
that what
everybody.
Is that what we want to talk about? I've been. I don't know. You got your wolf back there in the love machine, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's some freaky things happening in the back.
Always.
Yeah.
Look,
I think that's part of the show.
I would like to encourage you to go Google Gritty so you understand who we're talking about. It's
Sure,
important
all
to be
right. I'll go
educated by these
Google
things.
Gritty.
Gritty's the best.
No other comment.
He can just see into your soul. It's like his special power. It's a special purpose.
Is there a person on your microphone,
Wow,
Logan?
He's actually the first person.
Looks like there's a
Yes,
corpse
that's
on your
Owl
microphone.
Bear.
It's a what?
That's Owl Bear. He's
Oh.
my owl bear.
Oh, he's an
Oh,
owl.
an
bear.
owl
He was
bear.
made- He was made by Valerie, a very special friend of mine, and he has pants.
Ah.
He has. I can never put him back afterwards, but he's got very big pants for what
Oh, I see.
You can't see on mine, but I do have a Mr. Monopoly monocle and mustache on my pop filter. It's from last week's episode.
Uncle Pennybags. He has a name. He has a name.
Wow.
I was calling him Mr. What was it like Mr. Gold Pocket yesterday?
Mr. Gold Pop.
Yep, it's the D&D version.
Mr. Gold Pop.
Mr. Galleon Pants.
Yep, I like it. That'd be a really good pirate name.
Mr. Galleon Pants. I don't know that would strike much fear in the heart of your enemies, being called Galleon Pants.
Hey, you tell someone you have a galleon in your pants, you're gonna get a lot of attention, I think.
Yeah, I've gotten kicked out of places for saying that.
Gotta go to the right places, man.
Yeah. Apparently.
Hey,
This is not one of the places you'll get kicked out for this.
This is, definitely not. So anyway, we are obviously, couldn't you tell, a D&D talk show where we talk about Dungeons and Dragons, well, RPGs in general, tabletop RPGs, and we answer questions and do reviews. And most of the time, we stay nowhere near the topic and go off on weird tangents and just pretty much talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about anyway. So, and of course, today, joining us, as we have said, I'll say again because I'm not sure how well it came across, Chunk, Cucumber, and Ryan from Perception Studios.
Thank you.
And you can go check out them on twitch.tv/Percept Studio, I believe.
No, on Twitch we are
Perception.
Perception
I
Studio.
apologize. So it's
They
Perception
managed to get
Studio
it on that
on
one.
Twitch. You got that. You got it there. And especially Wednesday night when they do the Perception Check show, which you will see Ryan DM for the two of them plus one human friend. Human friend, is that right? Human?
Yeah.
And because the humans have thumbs and they needed them to roll the dice. I believe I got all that right?
Close enough.
I've been doing my research, so.
Logan, we were told in chat that you are lower than the rest of us. We are overpowering you with our magnificent volume.
Really? Because I'm
You can turn us down.
Maybe I'm going pretty loud. All right, hold on.
I put this up and I was like, "Whoa, okay." Logan sounds normal. We are overblowing your speakers.
Well, why don't you talk about our amazing sponsor and giveaway while I work on that?
Oh, heck yeah. Sure. So here at Discover RPG, we're sponsored by World Anvil, who is an amazing company that create a world-building website and software that you can use if you're a storyteller in RPGs or you're an author. It's essentially a really detailed wiki where you can keep all of your world-building information online, and it is super awesome. Demetrius and Janet, the two leads of that project, are dear friends of the show, and we will be giving away a subscription, a guild membership for World Anvil. They are here in chat. Hi, guys.
Hello!
Hi, World Anvil. I like your stuff.
So yeah, we will be giving away a guild membership to World Anvil here in chat. It will increase in value if depending on how many people we have here in the show. And we will be using a code. Do you want to set? Is the code ready to go? Or
It's all set up and ready to go.
Okay.
Should be yelling at everyone already.
Is it singular or plural,
It's
friend?
Felted friends, I believe. Let me check.
Yes, please double check, because that's
Something here.
important for people to get a giveaway prize.
Somewhere here.
Friends.
Felted
Felted
friend, singular.
Singular. Felted friend.
Only one of us.
Yeah, you must choose.
Oh, is the audio better? Is it working better now? Also, let me know.
Yes.
So yes, use the code !felted friend, and you will be put into our giveaway for a World Anvil Guild membership. Even if you don't win the membership, though, please keep in mind that World Anvil is completely free to use. The vast majority of its features, the things that you get in the guild membership, are some really cool customization options and ways to interact with your subscribers. So there are really neat additions to the map feature that they have. There's just a lot of really cool things that you can get with the guild memberships, and World Anvil itself is an amazing community, so you should at minimum check them out yourself.
Awesome.
Lots of love to World Anvil. And make sure you share that we're on the show today, because if we get to 50 concurrent viewers, we're going to also give away a set of metal dice from Die Hard Dice.
Ooh.
our other sponsor. Die Hard makes really, really cool metal designs and polymer dice designs, and they're going to be super pretty. If we hit the 50, we'll let you know which set we have to give away.
And Angela, somebody was asking if we had a going live tweet that we could have people retweet. Do we have one? Do we have something we can share with them?
I do. I will put it out in the chat, and you guys can share it.
Great. And if the audio is better, let me know. If not, let me know, and I will fix it again. So why don't you guys give us a chance to talk a little bit about who you are, where you came from, why you started doing RPG streaming, and all of that. All right. So who wants to start?
Okay, that's me. Hi, everybody. So we have a show called Perception Check, where it's a live play D&D show. I play on it. Chunk plays on it. Occasionally, our fellow felted friend Willow plays on it. But right now, we're in a campaign with Amber, who's a human. Ryan DMs it, or tries to, because we tend to throw lots of wrenches.
He tries really
but we're
hard.
Funny,
Try really
so we
hard.
have to be funny. It's a really fun time. It's interactive, so you can kind of help determine how the story goes. You can throw wrenches as well. You can make his life miserable. It's beautiful.
He loves it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about
How
it.
long
And
ago
I'm-
did we
Yeah.
start?
We also have other shows. I guess. Do we want to talk about those or just that one? Oh,
Talk about whatever you guys want.
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
and on Tuesdays we have a show with only humans called Solin's Legacy. That's a different D&D campaign with humans only.
Yep.
And which is really fun. And Danny's our DM for that.
yeah. Also interactive.
Also
a
interactive.
little less bonkers, but occasionally it still goes crazy.
Yeah, and we kind of round out the week with a movie talk show with Will and Art. Then they just discuss movies. That's all humans too. And then we have another show which is currently on hiatus, coming back in May, called Quarter to One, which is a lot of like video games and fun things and stuff like that.
Trapped in a garage with an evil robot having to do terrible things.
Yeah, there's an evil robot.
Good time.
That sounds
So
amazing.
yeah, we've been doing this for about 2 years now.
2 years, yeah.
Wow.
Actually, this month
Congratulations.
is our 2-year anniversary this month.
Wow!
Congratulations.
Yeah, for like a good 4 months, we thought it was 3 years. I don't know why.
Yeah, we. Yeah.
But it's actually been 2.
It feels like it's been longer.
Yeah, I think I was counting 3 Aprils. Like the April we started, and then the April of 1 year, and then this April, and that came out to 3 in my head for some reason.
Yeah.
So it's been
That is
3
3
Aprils
Aprils.
at least, yeah.
3 Aprils,
For me, it's
yes.
felt like it's been 10 years with
Yeah.
these guys.
That's true. You age dramatically. It's like you've been in a presidency or something.
Yeah. Ryan's 18 years old.
True.
So, yeah,
Oh,
look at him.
wow.
He looks like a 30-year-old.
You've been lived in.
I have a lot more gray after starting this than I used to get. So Ryan, what got you into role playing? When did you start role playing? How long have you been doing it, etc.?
Yes, tell us, Ryan.
Yes, Ryan. Please.
Well, if I remember correctly, it was when I was a lad. No.
Lies!
No, I've only actually been role playing for like 3 years.
Or is it 2? We don't know.
No. Because we started role playing like
many
as
Aprils
just
are you
home
counting?
games. With my friend Danny was our DM, and
My manager, he's a fucking idiot. Go on.
and like we didn't have a terribly open schedule, so we only played like 2 games, and then I did a group with people that I work with for
Always
a month or
about it.
so, and then of course work life caught up to us, and we could no longer play. Then 2 years ago, we started picking up the game here, and the fact that we have to stream it on Twitch kind of makes it a good schedule to keep.
Yeah. So when you have a show, you have to do it. So
Yeah.
it actually makes it easier to keep playing.
Performer
I love
work
how
ethic is a hell of a thing. All you have to do is call something a show, and then they'll
Yeah,
be
people show
there.
up.
And little did I know it would become the crazy that I now have to deal with every week.
Have to. Get to. Please.
Get
I don't know, have you seen
get
the
to
show?
is the correct word. Yes.
We have a facepalm counter for Ryan during the show.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good time. You can actually watch him break in real time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That is
Our audience members started a bingo game that included Broken DM and Muppet Walk and several things like that. I evidently Muppet Walk a lot.
Yeah, what
I
was
have a
that?
player that tracks all my.
What does that one look like? Mildly offensive. I like it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh. Please. We walk with distinct
Yeah.
happiness and pride with who we are.
In the
I'm very
future,
proud of
in the future, Logan, please portray them with more dignity.
I'm
Yeah.
highly identified as a Muppet, so you know. So you guys have been doing this for 3 years. That is a crazy thing, and 2 years actually streaming it. What have you guys found is the most difficult thing you've had to deal with playing D&D for an audience?
I can answer for Ryan. It's us.
Fair.
But other than that, I think it's trying to find the balance between, because we are a live play, we don't really get to treat it like a real game. I mean, not that it isn't a real game, but we have to focus on, all right, is this still entertaining? Is it still funny? Like, we have to treat it like a show as much as we're treating it like a game. So splitting the balance of focus between like storyline and jokes and all that kind of
And
stuff.
fun stuff, yeah.
Yeah, finding the balance, I think, is the hardest thing for us.
Fair.
The first finding the balance was definitely difficult. Your episode before WonderCon was the most recent episode I've had a chance to watch, and it was about 2 minutes worth of D&D in 2 hours.
Yeah, that's about average.
The audience would not leave you guys alone. I think they spawned 12 new NPCs.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
All the different named drow that were coming in. It was hilarious. Ryan, you handled it extremely well when it came to combat.
Terry and Larry and Gary
And Gary.
and
Yeah, it was.
I think it was Mary.
If you're going to start with one episode of theirs, start with that one. It's a great intro. The other one, the first time I ever saw you guys, I turned on randomly was when you guys were meeting a beholder. And Ryan was using a shadow puppet. And
it's over there.
honestly, I thought that Ryan was a professional puppeteer because it was just so well done. I know. But I was so impressed with it. And then I felt for Ryan so much because you guys would not let him get a word in edgewise for about 10 minutes as you just riffed on this beholder's name. And it was just the most delightful thing ever. And that's when I was hooked. Unfortunately, I had my own network to run, so I didn't get a chance to watch much after that. But I've been trying to catch up because you guys are just freaking hilarious. But like if you like a lot of really jokey, funny goofiness and a lot of cringeworthy rudeness towards the DM, then it's the show for you.
If you don't suffer from secondhand embarrassment.
I suffer from secondhand embarrassment a lot, and they handle it very well. Ryan is a very good sport for everything they have to put up
That's true. No one can take a beating like Ryan.
with. Yeah.
And how?
That's
All right.
basically because I just have no real soul left.
It's all gone.
Speaking of Ryan being a good sport, one of the things we wanted to talk about, we talk about house rules a lot in when we have guests, and you guys at least have one house rule that would be very interesting to talk about. It involves DM agency, like who gets to DM at certain points.
Yeah, tell us where this idea came from. The $50 1 minute DM to a person idea.
That was just a spitballing. Yeah. We came up with that when we were on Hyper's show because they wanted us to come up with incentives for them. So we kind of powwowed, and that was one of the ones that came up, and it became so ridiculous that we've nerfed it a little bit because it used to just be like, and I end the campaign.
Yeah,
which you did once.
Which I did.
The first time we ever used it, we were doing a Tomb of Annihilation series up at Hyper House, and so we're like, it's a composed campaign. Like, there's a book and everything to go with that. So I'm like at the very first part of the book, like, all right, we introduce everything, and then someone drops the $50 immediately, and it's like, okay. So that starts, and he just like flips, like he basically ends up flipping through 30 pages worth of the book, and I'm like, I have nothing written tonight, guys. We're gonna just
one of my favorites. I only caught the last little bit of it, but Cucumber, you had the powers, and you said, oh, and the last thing I do is I throw, Cucumber, your character throws a rock into the dungeon and trips every trap that's in there. And I was just dying laughing. It was hilarious. I was like, it would be the hardest thing to deal with on that level. We took some inspiration from some of your ideas for one of our shows, Shenanigans, which is our goofier show. We did not go that far with that one, though. We use what's called a time stop. It allows somebody to do one thing. You can go do one thing out there and out of time and kind of accomplish something, but it's still going to be hard to deal with. But DM powers for a minute is ridiculous.
Yeah.
On that particular show that we were just talking about, the one right before WonderCon, I think 4 different people got DM powers, including somebody gave DM powers back to Ryan so they would play the game.
Every once in a while.
And then I think you went through so many $100 goals that your sound guy had to do a song, because you do a song a Bard song, and his song was basically play the fucking game. A brilliant, like, shadow silhouette noir version of it, and it was amazing. I think you guys even have a pop-up now called play the fucking game on your chat.
That's also a rollover from Hyper, because Zach would get so frustrated with us for taking all of these tangents. He would be roaring from the other room. He's like, play the fucking game! We're like, oh, okay. That's why it's the Zach command in our chat, because he is so fed up with our shit on like day 2.
That's amazing. I can't imagine.
Oh, getting fed up with your player's shit.
I personally, I'm having the time of my life right now, so I don't. Are you guys adopting? I'll be right there. So, I think we've gone through enough playful banter.
What are you talking about? I got to a question. I've been in the session plan.
To a question. I'm sorry. You've been doing great. We don't have a session plan today because we're in our subdrive, and I didn't have time.
Why risk it? Why risk trying to plan what's it?
Well, the last 2 weeks it's literally been blank, 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 and we're just making it up as we go anyway. Although I'll tell you something, even when we had a session plan, we just made it up as we went.
Sounds like us.
That's our secret. We're always making.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never prepare. I just show up.
I over prepare. I don't know why anymore.
I prepare everything and then throw it out half the way through.
That's just part of the job description. Yeah.
All right. So we got another question, or do we?
Well, I was curious if some of our audience haven't seen your show before. What other house rules do you guys like to use during stream?
One of the other ones, the Matt Mercer double the dice rule for when you get a critical.
Fair.
So,
okay.
It's just easier. I just like it.
Yeah.
Wasn't that's not rules is written?
No, actually,
son of a bitch.
Huh.
I should read a book.
Yeah. This whole time I thought that was just D&D.
No.
You've been lying to us.
Well,
You were making things up.
We believed you. We trusted you.
it's just a way to
I
play.
feel like we should give them a moment to
I can tell people how to play.
We do.
It's just okay. I didn't know that. You didn't know that.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh, hey, Dire Bear GM says I learned about these guys thanks to Larry Dixon. Larry's awesome.
Yeah.
He sent us all kinds of cool D&D stuff. He's so cool. He's very, very nice. He's a gentleman and a scholar, probably literally. He's very smart, and his wife writes really cool books.
What other house rules do we have?
I don't know. I mean,
well, I'd consider. I mean, it's like house and stream rules. I'd consider the Bard songs to be one.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah,
it's not written in the book.
Yeah. So every time we hit $100 goal, we sing a Bard song. If we make it to 300, Ryan has to sing by himself. And then if we make it to, we finally did it. We made it to 600, and that's when Kenny had to sing. It was a bonkers ass night. That is not typical.
And then
so we had to make things up.
We made it to something ridiculous. We called
Matt.
Yeah, we called Matt Acevedo from Hyper.
That was like I said. That was an amazing night. He took it in stride. That was really.
He did. Matt's such a nice guy. That's why we couldn't prank him in a mean way. We're like, "Hi, Matt. Is it okay if we prank call you now?" I don't think we're doing this right.
This is a prank call. Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Okay, so
That's
we got a few questions from our viewers and fellow creators for you guys.
Dope.
Questions.
real quick. As far as Ryan's Bard songs go, I do want to say You should do more rapping. You seem to like get in the flow there. And no, I'm not serious. You actually were like in the flow there, and I was very excited about that. I was like, all right, go right. I have been on the spot like you have, not anywhere near as bad. I don't have people forcing me to try to sing on camera, but it's God, it can't be easy. That one is so tough. I would not want to be in your shoes there.
Yeah,
We should make you do a Bard song.
Nope.
Here we go. And a one, and a two, and a 1, 2, 3. It didn't work.
There was one I remember like that we just all broke up because I had to do a Bard song and then I'd like try to get my head into it and started dancing, and then they just started laughing at me.
That was the same night. It was all that night. Everything great about this show, you can see at least little bits of it in that night, because you were trying to get into the rhythm of it, and they just literally fell over laughing. They stopped everything for like 3 minutes laughing at you. It was horrible. It was mean. I was like, go Ryan, go. And like, no, they're not gonna let you, dude.
Oh, we were just happy. It was living his best life.
It was entertaining.
It was so good.
It was very entertaining. It was very good.
Laughing for him, not laughing at him.
Yeah,
No, it was laughing at. It was definitely laughing
well, that's
at.
on that.
But I gotta say though, being able to put yourself on the spot like that, being able to be ridiculous, not hiding behind some sort of mask or something, to be you out there, and allow yourself to do that for the audience is an amazing thing. Not a lot of
Thank you.
people can do
I
that.
consider myself a very brave soul.
Yes.
You all are amazingly brave.
Thank you.
For that.
All right.
Go ahead,
Let's
Angela.
see.
Keep us back on track.
Yeah. No, it's great. Okay, so some of these are provided without context.
Sweet.
So use them as you will. The question is material components? Question mark. Faux fur, felt, foam, or fabric?
Yes.
Yeah. All
are
of it.
I guess on a tangent on that one. What other do you guys? So clearly, felted friends are a crafting passion. But do you guys do any other crafting? Any other like terrain building or anything like that? Any other?
Still learning how to paint minis. But this guy, he builds stuff. He
cool.
built this thumping table here.
Yeah, and there's a couple of things up in the wall.
Yeah. And we got props that we gotta make for some other stuff.
Yeah.
We should get the unfortunate soul.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go get the barrel. I was like, yeah, go and get the barrel. Go get the barrel.
No, get the unfortunate soul.
And I understand, asking them these types of questions, but I've heard a paraphrased line that says that if you get your children into puppetry, they'll never have money for drugs, and I'm going to guess that's true.
Yep, that's it.
Damn right.
Yep.
Sober as shit.
Oh, that's great! Look at that.
So Danny 3D sculpted this in ZBrush, and then Ryan made it happen for real.
Yeah, so he printed it, and then we took molds of those, and then Ryan cast them in latex, and those became hand puppets for a production of Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
Oh,
We made
I was
like
going to
6
say
of these.
that's as soon as I looked at it, I was like, it looks like the little weeping souls from Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So that's one of the things that Perception Studio does every now and then. We get to fabricate like cool things.
Yeah, we made a scuttle for that same
Yeah,
show
a
as well.
scuttle.
Yeah, that one's mostly 3D printed too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Ryan, did you build the beholder shadow?
That was
Yeah.
literally paper.
It's on the wall.
It's on the wall.
So I mean,
Get your zooms out, kid. It's by the T-square.
Yeah, it's just made out of
Keep an eye
paper.
out for it.
Dance, monkey, dance.
What'd you do?
I pulled my mic up.
Ooh, amateur.
Oh, shut up.
Why would you do that?
There he is.
That's the beholder.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which episode? Well, I don't know if you know off the top of your head, but if you know which episode that was, I would love to link that because it was such a good episode.
I don't even know what episode was last week.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, no, I'm with you. Every day I ask my players what episode we're on.
What's that?
What the heck is that?
It's just props I make.
That's awesome.
Okay, buddy. Okay,
Okay,
buddy.
yeah.
Okay.
They get the point. They get the point.
We make shit.
That's great. That's awesome.
But yeah, but
Okay,
I want to get
so,
into terrain building. That'd be really fun.
Yes. Oh man, I'm so in
That's
love with the the guy who works for Way to Workshop who's building that whole village.
Oh, yeah.
that you showed me.
I don't remember his name.
Oh, it looks so good. It's
Have you
like it's like Dwarven Forge but meets Labyrinth. The design is so good. It looks so organic. It's so beautiful.
That's awesome. One of our Nerdsmith shows, Kajari's Curious Crafts, and the host, she builds amazing terrain just with like foam and like random scraps of stuff. She's so talented.
Oh, cool.
It's like something hollow.
I don't know.
Hugs hollow.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess look up the Way to Workshop terrain stuff. They're doing a really cool thing where this guy sculpted all these pieces, and they all they can be interchanged, and they're gonna sell them first. And I think after they do their initial run, they said they're gonna sell the 3D models so people can 3D print them themselves.
Oh, neat.
Just kind of cool.
Very cool. And
they don't have thumbs, and that's why they can't touch the props themselves.
Oh, they got a thumb right here.
It's true.
We're
Does it
just
work?
lazy.
They refuse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they say that. All right.
Belted reparations. We do not roll our own dice.
Yeah.
Jose 3083 says that you need miniatures of Chunk and Cucumber.
Ooh.
Nah,
It's been spoken about.
we'll keep you posted.
We
Yeah, we
wait
should
with
definitely do them in
bated breath.
that scale then.
Yeah.
I think that makes
That's
sense.
true. That's true.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Hagglethorn
just 'cause
Hollow?
you brought it up.
Yeah.
Is it Hagglethorn Hollow?
Yes, that's
Yes,
the one.
that's it.
Hagglethorn Hollow.
Thank you, chat.
We'll see if we can find a.
There's a tested video about it that's really good with Adam Savage
Pam Crochets is in the chat. She made my sweater.
and my sweater.
Aw, your sweaters are very, very nice. I like them.
They're the best.
Wow, that is some
Yeah.
incredible terrain.
Yeah, we
just
get
linked that
custom
there.
sweaters from Europe.
I know, right? Are you right?
Nothing but the best.
I don't know
From
what the
Denmark.
Denmark accent.
I don't know what the.
What's your accent sound like? Write it down in the chat.
Do you have custom made sweaters from Denmark?
I don't.
Yeah,
but
okay,
I do
well-
have a custom hat.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah. Where's your hat?
My
Over
head's
there.
all the way over there.
Oh, it's too far. Too far
I
for
could go
Ryan.
get
to
it.
But yeah, the head is on a. It's
I
on a
wanna
head.
get it.
Actually, it's super weird.
I should
Ryan just has heads in his garage.
Well, it's a mannequin head.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Oh, you said mannequin?
Boop, 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 boop. Oh, it was in the shot the whole time.
Yeah, Cam Crochet also made that.
The dragon hat.
Oh,
Where you going?
awesome.
You went too far. You went too far.
Girl,
Come back in.
Come back. Come back, girl.
Oh, that's
Oh, that looks so
fabulous.
good. Oh, I love it.
I'm a fan. I have a blue hat with the braids for my D&D character. I'm a big fan of blue hats.
So do they? You said that was Cam Crochet. Cam Crochet, do you have a website we can link to or anything? Love to put a promotion out and then follow you.
Cam_4, I think.
And then buy all your shit.
Trying to remember off the top of my head.
We've reached the ASMR portion of the show.
First person. Oh, I wonder if it's cucumber. I'm Charlotte.
Hello, friends.
I have a jar full of D4s.
It's a no-no
Ooh.
Cam.
BRB.
It's a no-no jar. It's only
What
a
was-
no-no jar in the sense of I'm trying to prevent stepping on them.
Yeah, exactly. What is going on over?
I'm just dancing.
Oh, all right.
The whistling was moving.
Your dances. Huh? Oh, this
I
is
feel
our
like
tavern.
I need to have a 10. I was gonna say I feel like I need to have a 10-gallon hat and saunter into a room whenever
It's
I
okay.
hear
You've
this
got a
music.
10-gallon glass. You don't need a 10-gallon.
It's true.
All right, Angela, keep us on track. Good lord.
Next
Oh,
on the
gosh.
docket.
Let me see.
Yeah, Angela, hold the show
Yeah.
together.
Come on, girl.
It's falling apart.
Ryan,
Hold on.
I get your
Do something about it.
I get your job today, Ryan. You get a break.
Manly Mutt says that you guys like to open chips on camera.
Yes.
All the time.
Om nom nom.
We have a box of chips.
You want to get some chips?
No.
Oh God, everything's on top of them today.
Yeah.
Let's get packets of sugar instead.
Yeah, that's the same.
Wait, these aren't sugar. This is pizza cheese and red peppers.
Even better.
All right, well, bitch. No, I was gonna eat those.
I feel like Chunk is part cat at this point, just slowly.
Part asshole.
Is
Cat,
there a
asshole,
difference?
same
I
thing.
feel like, yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, I have a thought experiment for you.
Oh,
Ooh.
I think unfortunately unfairly targets someone. All right, so it's called the ship of it's called the ship of Fleecius. If you were to replace every piece of felt, sponge, and wire on Chunk over a long period of time, is it still Chunk?
Yep. It would still sound like me. I think, right?
This picturing is a big wobbly bag of. Yeah, no, he'd still be Chunk. His essence would be the same.
Okay, all right.
His essence is really hard to kill. I've
Yeah.
tried.
I wear a lot of deodorant to tone down the essence.
Mhm.
3 baths a day.
he sprays himself with vinegar like
Yeah.
after every
It's a
show.
medical condition.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
a little
very
sensitive
sorry.
about it if you don't mind.
It's a glandular problem, right? He can't help it.
Yeah,
Can't help it.
it's all the fur, really.
Yeah,
It's
Angela. Jeez.
just warm.
This wasn't my suggestion.
Let's see. What would I swap you out for? Let's see. Something a little less matted, maybe a little more security on the nose issue.
What the heaven knows?
Maybe
I'd
maybe
swap all of this out.
maybe
if I could.
identical sized eyes.
No.
No,
No. I like my wobbly eyes.
Do they move? It's hard to tell from this distance.
No, they don't. I don't know why they
No,
use,
you're just drunk.
I don't know why I use the word bobbly.
It did set expectation.
oh yes.
Mhm.
Skinless Joe.
Mhm.
Skinless Joe? What?
What?
That's Skinless Joe.
I heard my name.
He lives under the table. Shut up.
Oh, all right.
No.
Skinless Joe lives under the table. He's
Bartender.
our bartender. He's on probation.
Yes.
So we keep him locked up under the table, and he gets to join in the show sometimes.
Yay!
Not this
Shut
one.
up.
Shut up.
General
So,
legal
okay, so-
probation or just probation with you?
Legal.
No, legal. Yeah,
probation. I'm technically his legal guardian.
yeah. It's a work release program.
It's a whole thing.
So he's your bartender. What's your favorite?
My favorite drink? Straight whiskey.
All right.
Scotch
Do you have a
preferably.
favorite? Okay. Do you have a favorite?
I like Oban, which I've finally learned is supposed to be pronounced Oban.
Open.
I've been wrong this whole time. But yeah, 14 year, the best.
Oh, all right. I've never tried that one. How about you, Chuck?
I like me some slow and low.
Yep, rock and rice.
Yeah.
Low and slow.
Slow.
and roll. Corn roll.
Yeah.
Kebab, bush, skibidi
Let's
bo.
go there. P5.
Heidi, oh. Minnie the
Rama Ding
Moocher.
Dong.
I don't drink it, but I just like saying Boonahaven. That one's just a fun one to say for me personally.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ryan?
My favorite is an old fashioned.
Oh, okay.
Is it though?
Well, that like as a mixed drink, but I'll just take straight rum anytime.
Any team. Any team. He likes to take the straight rum.
Ryan's favorite drink is any drink he could double fist.
He laughs because it's true.
You don't need to double fist when you have a fishbowl. That's all I'm gonna say.
True.
No, if he had a fishbowl, he'd find a way to double fist the fishbowl.
Lippy had a fishbowl. Liddle. All day long, he drinky drunk. Anywho.
You guys ever watch the show? It doesn't take a whole lot of alcohol to get Ryan going.
Just the idea of it. If you just
Yeah.
say the words, you just had some rum, he will turn red and start falling.
Well, I literally asked him his favorite drink. He started mispronouncing words. So
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
He's like, are you a cop?
You have to tell them, Logan.
yes, I'm a cop.
That's clear now.
I like those drums.
You gotta keep yourself awake. You know, it's early for you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before 7:30 p.m. is early for me.
Oh, fair. Let me see. We got another good question.
Yo.
It's debatable. Is that what you said?
You put a qualifier. You said it was good. We'll find out.
It's a question. I can't guarantee the goodness. How do you deal with on-the-job rips and tears? Does Joanne Fabrics take your insurance card?
Person.
Yeah, but well, in the middle of a show, you just kind of power through.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
You
We're
gotta do what you do,
professionals.
yeah.
We're professionals.
And then our managers are good at taking care of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those things immediately soon after.
Yeah, you know, it's like you ever see Lost when they got the gunpowder in the wound and lit it up? It's that sort of situation, you know. You're in the trenches doing these kinds of shows. You just gotta
Sometimes your arm's paralyzed and they just hang at your side. But,
yeah, I don't think we've had any major horrible thing just happen
Not yet.
We've had an arm snap off. No?
No.
Okay. Alright. You guys remember different things.
Yeah, because we were there.
Yeah. It would have been our arm that snapped off, so we would remember.
Yes. No, well...
Yes, we know.
Alright.
You talk about your managers. How much of a cut do your managers take? I've been thinking about getting one.
Too much. Too much. I'm looking at, if anyone's looking to take on a new client, I'm hunting.
All right.
I feel like Jose 3083 just called out Cucumber lost his hair once on air.
What? No, it's just slowly receding in real time.
Oh, okay.
It's never actually gone away.
Just
It's my little
crawl into
baby.
the
If I
back.
treat it well, it'll come back. It'll come back.
Angela,
Ooh, you got a
please.
sub.
Oh, I'm failing
We're doing-
thoroughly to keep us on track. This
You're
is
doing great.
beautiful.
You're doing an amazing job. You're awesome.
I mean, but keep us on track. It just means I have the list in front of me.
Yeah, get together, Angela. What's happening?
Come on, girl.
Oh, too much.
Too much water?
Yeah,
I didn't move my mouth when I said that again.
you really did.
Chunk, you should be a ventriloquist.
I should. I'm really good at it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, we need to make you a dummy.
Poof! You're a dummy.
Fuck you. It's alright.
Where did you get that chest shirt from?
Probably ripped it off of you, dude. You're a
Oh,
fuzzy fucker.
No, I think it was blue.
What? What? What hair are you talking
Oh yeah,
about?
what are you talking about?
Twin Tam said that you had put chest hair on yourself one time.
Oh, listen, a lot of things have happened in my life. I don't really remember.
Yeah, we clock out. As soon as the show ends, it's out.
As soon as the show starts, I clock out.
So Matthew Siebert, somebody who's on our network here, does a couple shows, had just asked if Cucumber or Chunk could DM the next campaign. What would the game be about?
Well, we've done a few.
A couple.
Yeah, I did a Ninja Turtles campaign.
I did a 3-shot called Emmethier's Grace. I also ran Goblin Quest over at Hyper.
Yeah, I ran a Star Trek one at Hyper too.
Mhm. But I guess next. Oh, that's hard. That's tough. That's a tough one. What'd I do?
I think I want to do Star Trek again, but actually do it right.
You know, like learn the rules.
Like learn the rules.
That'd be nice. Yeah, maybe.
I tried the Star Trek RPG system, and it was really hard. So we just kind of winged it.
Yeah. Let's see. I would like to do a sort of kind of like.
I'm actually
Titans-
surprised Hyper let you get away with that, just making it up as you go.
I don't think they knew that we didn't know when we started.
I didn't tell them.
Yeah, why would we do that to ourselves? Let's see. I think I would run something, not exactly Titan's Grave, but something with that sort of element. Like, I like sci-fi and fantasy mixing, but I'd like to do it in a very specific way, because I feel like that's also a lot of... I like fantasy and science fiction with rules, so I think adding both of those in means that there's also got to be a lot of reining in from either side. So, something like that, but I'd have to go and build it from scratch, I think.
That's a lot of work.
Yar.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked a lot about D&D today. What other RPGs? Obviously Star Trek, but what other RPGs do you guys enjoy playing?
So many.
A lot.
Yeah, I know.
My favorite
Can you pick your
system is.
top three?
My favorite system actually is not D&D. Don't tell nobody.
We won't tell anyone, and the 30 people on stream won't tell anyone.
And
Shut
the
your
VOD that
mouth.
will last forever won't tell anyone.
My current favorite is actually the Genesis system, specifically when it's used in the Star Wars RPG. I love interpreting those dice, and I like that it's designed to be collaborative. You work together to determine, so when you have your failures with advantage, your successes with threats, and all that stuff, like you work together to figure out, all right, what's the best thing that could happen in the story to make these things true. And I really love that kind of collaborative feel. Whereas I feel like D&D is very often, it's like the DM's on one side, the players are on the other side, and you're all kind of, even though yes, you are playing together, it doesn't feel as openly collaborative as, say, Star Wars does. I also really like Dread. Dread is dope. And we also recently played a game called Icarus, which I like and will continue to use for like world building stuff, for like building cities and stuff to be later used in other RPGs.
Awesome.
Very cool. Genesis is one that's on my list. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but it's one that I've been wanting to try for a while.
It's dope.
We do a lot of homebrew house rules in our D&D games to sort of encourage that level of collaboration. We do things like we have a moments system that we do that if a combat encounter feels especially like, well, you guys are clearly going to win, there's just a couple of wolves that you're dealing with, Logan usually lets us describe a heroic moment that might not necessarily link up directly with what the rules say we can do, but it's just like, here, just have your cool badass moment, describe that. So we get a lot of nice, how do you win the scenario, or he'll do something where it's, you get one really cool moment, but then something goes wrong for you, describe both. And so we sort of do this kind of montage description during combat that you don't need to play through. Yeah.
I use that a lot when we're dealing with one-shots, because when you're dealing with only a 3-hour session and you're trying to get through a plot, you know that, especially if it's like a flashback or something, it's like the characters obviously live because they're in the future. So, there's not a lot of danger there, so let's just describe these badass moments.
Yeah. Nice.
I
It kind of reminds me of one of the systems I like to play is the Fate system.
Yeah, I like Fate.
So you gain moment tokens basically, and you can spend them to have things happen the way you want them to happen. So
that combination between the Matt Mercer, how do you want to do this, and the Fate moments is kind of where I came up with that kind of combination idea.
Yeah, I really like the Fates. I haven't actually played a Fate game in which this has happened too much, but that economy, that sort of bartering system that can happen between you and the DM with Fate points, I always found very amusing, but I haven't actually gotten a chance to see that betting sort of start happening between the DM and the player.
Force and Destiny, which is the most, well, not the most recent, but the second most recent of the Fantasy Flight games, Star Wars RPGs, also has like a Destiny pool that functions very similarly to that back and forth between DMs and players. There's light side and dark side points that you can exchange to have things basically magically appear to help you succeed in a situation. I love stuff like that. I love those mechanics.
Yeah. What is sorry.
No, you go, please.
Sorry. What is the City of Mist camp built on?
Fuck,
Hey.
what is it built on? It's really good, though. City of Mist is really fun. We played that one once for a couple nights.
Is it Apocalypse? No.
I don't know.
I thought it was Fate.
Not Fate.
It's not Fate.
We've
I
used a
know.
lot of Powered by the Apocalypse, and I've adapted that for a lot of our games as well. I love its simplicity of it, especially like Monster of the Week. I was able to play over on Spartacus's channel. I was able to play some of that. It was a lot of fun. Very simple, simple system, but allows you to get a lot out of it.
Yeah.
We thought you might be looking it up, Angela. I was hoping that you were going to have an answer for us. All eyes on Angela.
Yeah, Angela, we're relying on you.
For lots of
Manly Mud, I know you're fucking with us, but he says, whoever created Salen's legacy is a creative genius.
No.
Aww.
No, he's a nut.
He's a winner
We're
in
the
the
necktie. No, ignore us.
Okay. I have a feeling we're being treated to a lot of inside jokes right now.
Yeah, inside jokes go a little too deep sometimes.
Mm.
I don't know if that's something you should say to a puppet. To a felted friend, excuse me.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's your one.
There's your one.
I've used my one on their channel too many times, so I guess you get one per channel.
Yeah, then the packages start arriving. Anyway,
If they're small tubes, I open them inside of trash bags already. With glitter bombs and all that going on. I have a public address, so there's no way that I open everything in a plastic bag now.
oh. I just made Joe
I
open
feel-
my mail.
There you go. No, I feel personally victimized by my family who insist on sending me glitter greeting cards.
That's
Ew.
awesome.
Okay. I've told them no, and it seems like they put more glitter.
Yes, because you keep saying no.
Pour glitter
Yeah.
into
You just go,
the
oh,
package.
thank you.
Oh.
And-
That happened. One of them shed inside the envelope, and it was just a pile of glitter inside the envelope.
Oh, it's like Chunk shedding all over stuff.
Yeah. I get
Do you have-
everywhere.
I was gonna say, do you have to get like a lint roll?
Scoot, and he's got worms again. Gross.
Angela, it's only been an hour.
But it's been almost an hour. Do you want to talk about the subject?
We need to sell this as like the Ryan Kaiser experience. This is the shit he has to deal with. That's fine.
And we knew what this
I
was.
knew the entire time. We had conversations about this. Let's talk about our sub drive. So, let's talk about our guests real quick first too. Again, Perception
Yes,
Studios.
please.
You can see them at twitch.tv/Perception Studio. It's a singular, right, for that one.
Yeah.
And you can go and watch the show, especially Perception Check on Wednesday nights at 7:00, and 7 or 7:30.
7:30.
7:30.
7:30.
Except today.
7:30.
But yeah, tonight we're gonna be on at 6.
Yeah, because somebody has rehearsal or something, right?
No.
No, we're gonna go socialize. Ooh,
Oh
we
my
never do it.
god!
There's a meetup for felted folk, and we're doing that just down the street.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
So go check them out. Let's talk a little also about Nerdsmith. Nerdsmith is
What's that?
our network. Angela and I are the directors of Nerdsmith.org. Two of the directors of Nerdsmith.org. I'm the head director. What do they call me? Executive director now, I guess. And Angela is the director of marketing,
Executive.
along with
Can I be something?
Yes, you can. What
Me
would you
too,
like
me
to
too.
be? What would you like to
Director
be?
of fun and games.
Perfect.
Douche manager.
You're gonna manage the douches?
Yeah. Listen, they're my people. I know how to organize them.
That's a valuable skill I think we need on the network, Logan.
We should.
You are one of them, I guess.
I know.
We should come up
Like they're
with something
king.
a little bit more website friendly terminology for that. But if you guys want to send us your headshots, we'll put you on the website. So Nerdsmith.org is a network that's devoted to creating nerdy entertainment that we put out free for everyone. We don't, we have some sponsors and we ask for support from viewers like you. That's the PBS line, right? From viewers like
Like
you.
there's a TM attached to that.
And yeah, there probably is. I'm thinking there's a
You need some
TMJ
help?
attached to it. No, I can get through this. And
Go. Got it.
I am really off my game today. These, yeah, go ahead.
Fine. Nerdsmith.org. We provide free nerdy entertainment. We have podcasts and streams and videos and all sorts of really cool stuff from a cadre of amazing creators. We have almost 50 creators on the network. And we have over 1,000 hours of content for you to enjoy for free. And this week and until the last day of April, until April 30th, we have our sub drive, which is when we are doing a bunch of special events like this. And lots of cool one-shots during the evening, and hoping to show you guys a little bit of what we hope the future of Nerdsmith is going to be, with a lot more community collaborations and community events. And we have a number of really cool, kick-ass perks if you decide to help support us with a subscription. You can find information at nerdsmith.org/subdrive. There are some really cool items that you can get at different tiers of subscription. I'm very concerned about where Cucumber found that.
Yeah, and what he's planning to do with it.
Yeah. Keep it above the table, Cucumber.
I mean, all right. Your channel, man. Howdy. Oh, sorry.
The evil mouse overlord's going to come and take us down. Careful.
So, as a subscriber to Nerdsmith, you can get all sorts of perks. You get access to all of our bonus content, which is a whole bunch of extra stuff that we've made, little goofy one-shots and session zeros for shows. We're constantly throwing new stuff up there. Some exclusive stuff as a thank you for our subscribers. You get access to a special Discord channel on our server just for subscribers, so you guys can go hang out in your cool table. And we'll also, and you can hang out with our creators and all sorts of people on the Discord server. We have a special 2019 Subdrive enamel pin that Logan and I are designing. It should be very fun. We are giving away you could get a metal D20 from Die Hard Dice just by virtue of being one of our subscribers at the right tier. We also are making a Nerdsmith cookbook. All of our creators are putting themed recipes, drinks, and meals into our cookbook, and it will be...
Nice.
Including my favorite, choose your own sauce venture, which allows you to roll on some charts to create your own sauces. That was created by Angela's husband, Andy. It was so good. Such a great little thing. That cookbook got finished last night, so we are ready to start doing the layout, and we'll have that in production pretty soon here. So that'll be coming. And then remember also, every single donation, a very large portion of the money goes directly to the creators you choose to support. You get to choose which shows you want to support, and that is cash in their pockets to help them pay bills and get new equipment and upgrade their audio and do all that so they can keep on trucking.
And the rest of it helps us keep the lights on here.
The rest of it helps keep Nerdsmith lights on and pays for advertising and marketing and helping us get equipment so we can make better shows and go to more events and do more panels and things. So you help both out by doing that, and that's why we built Nerdsmith, because we wanted to help put people out front and help people realize their dreams of being able to create content, nerdy content, and get paid to do it. So.
We love you.
Yeah.
So yeah, check out nerdsmith.org/subdrive to find out all the information, and please consider
subscribe. Do it.
Wait.
Do it. Subscribe. Subscribe right now.
Do it.
Subscribe right now.
I dare you.
Hit the button.
Tier 3. Tier 3. Tier 3 subscriptions, everybody.
Yeah, and we're talking about nerdsmith.org subscriptions, not Twitch subscriptions.
Never mind. Go.
We'll do that then.
Go do that then.
Do that thing.
Tier 4 superstar subscriptions.
Yeah, fuck you.
If you go through Nerdsmith and you subscribe through Nerdsmith, every one of your subscriptions that you choose, Twitch is great. We appreciate it. We love Twitch, and that money does come through us as well, and that goes directly to the creators as well. However, if you go through Nerdsmith, the creators get twice as much money than they would
twice as many.
Twitch. So it's a good value both ways. If you really want to be a superstar, you can do both. And if you can't do either, that's okay. If you could just spread the word, get more people to come and see us and enjoy our shows, that would be a good help as well.
Yeah.
So that's the cash corner. We're done. No, dude. We talked about our sponsors.
We should talk about our sponsors, I suppose, a little bit more.
Of course. We have our partners and sponsors and lovely folks. We have World Anvil, which is a online world building tool for RPG creators, campaign managers, and authors, with a huge suite of features to put in information about your world as you're building it. And yes, light up the forge. The community's amazing. You guys, you really should check them out. They are completely free to use. All sorts of incredible features. The depth that you can put in to build your world is incredibly impressive, and you can consider subscribing to them and getting some customization options.
Yeah. Also, if you're just looking to do something a little more simple, like write a novel, I believe they have special options that take away a lot of the excess features and just allow you to focus on the stuff you really need to focus on for writing a novel. Because I believe that was the original intention. But they have over 250,000 active users now. They are a huge community, and Demetrius and Janet are just incredible people, and they just continue to build their community to be something amazing. They truly are family to us, and we love them.
You look
Yay!
majestic.
Thank you. You may bow. You may kiss the ring. Kiss it. Thank you.
And then last, we want to thank Die Hard Dice for being a sponsor of this show. We don't have a giveaway yet. We need 20 more people or so before we're going to hit a giveaway. But
Bring your friends right now. Go.
They do normally create giveaways for us every single month for the network, and they've been very generous to help us at every single one of our events, along with World Anvil that we've had, including our big WonderCon meetup that we had a few weeks ago. So, thank you to both World Anvil and Die Hard Dice.
More of that.
Gorgeous, those dice. That's a Mythica Battle-Worn Copper or Battle-Worn Gold?
Gold. Battle-worn gold.
Okay.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, they have some
Not only
really
are their
amazing
dice pretty, their names are kick-ass.
Yeah, they really are. All right. I think that's enough Cash Corner. You want to talk about Muppet Born?
Cash Corner.
You don't get caught up in that.
Cash Corner. Wait, no, we'll get to that.
Crossfire.
Cash Corner.
Man, 90s toy commercials had kick-ass theme
Remember the
songs.
jam? Did you guys ever have the metal molder? That thing was the best.
No.
No.
It was like an easy bake
Oh,
oven,
yeah,
but you like melted down pewter and put it into silicone molds. I made dinosaurs
Oh,
and
that's
shit.
right.
It was the best.
That was amazing.
Before Satan mattered.
I only had the bug one that you basically
Oh, that
made,
was
like,
good too.
The creepy
gummies.
crawlers. Creepy
Yeah, creepy.
crawlers. And Dr. What was the mad scientist one? Dr. Dreadful.
Okay.
I was
I
all
think
about
you're making that
that.
one up.
Anywho. I'm old. I
Anywho.
got dragon on my
It
hair.
was the food. Yeah, it was the food lab. You like could eat the brain after you molded like a Jello brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super gross, but neat. I mean, that's the 90s.
I had a light bright, so I'm super old.
I have a light bright. I got dangly bits. On the hat, on the hat, on the hat, on the hat. I mean, but also there, but on the hat. I'm talking about the hat, though. Ooh.
Angela, save up.
No, I'm gonna join Cucumber in solidarity.
Yes! Dangly bits
she's
for the
got
win!
You're putting your dangly bits on?
I
That
can't-
looks
I don't
very
have any
strange.
dangly
looks
bits.
very strange with my hat.
On a hat.
Ooh.
Now, the question is, can you get one going one way and one going the other way in like helicopter?
That's gorgeous.
Is it working? How's it going?
Yes, it's
Oh, it
working.
fell.
I'm sorry.
Is that the Goblin King? Oh, never mind.
It fell too far down. I can't.
It belted far down.
Fell too far.
That's a heavy hat, you guys.
That's why I
My
took
neck
it
can't take
off.
that shit.
I have like 4 lights on me right now, so yeah, that's too warm.
Seven.
This is what.
That is-
Are you telling me you built a time machine out of a DeLorean? What? That's your Doc Brown.
That's my dog.
Not that far off.
Marty,
Yeah, Doc.
we have to go back in time.
Why do my kids grow up to be assholes or something?
Yeah, exactly. You guys, kids are gonna go back. You're gonna go back to be assholes.
Okay, so Ryan, one of my favorite podcasts, the film Reroll, did Back to the Future, but I feel like you guys need to do a Back to the Future one shot.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
amazing.
Twist my
That'd be
arm.
awesome.
Ryan should
Okay.
be Jeff. Oh, we should bring in a guest to
Holy
be Shades. Awesome.
I want to be that guy who says, never mind.
Glad it's your favorite movie.
Good try.
Oh my god.
We need one of those you tried little heart stars.
Gonna be the life preserver.
That would
No,
that would be
power. guy.
Oh, from Back to the Future
Yeah,
2?
too.
Huh.
Don't run on water
Oh.
unless you got
Oh,
power!
there you go. There it is.
Yeah,
You know what would be the most passive-aggressive, bitchiest thing ever? To have gold stars at your table as a DM, and if somebody just really fucks up, you just give them a gold star for effort. That'd be so mean.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have gold stars for Ryan.
we should. Big oversized ones.
Here you go, buddy.
We can put him on the end of the Nerf darts and like shoot him onto his head.
Yes, I approve of
no.
this.
And we'll keep shooting until one of them sticks.
Don't do that to Ryan.
Look what you've done. Look what you've done.
I'm sorry, Ryan.
I regret nothing.
I did not mean for this to... Because you don't DM.
Yeah, fair. Or I DM with nice people.
Well, there you go. Are you
all?
saying Cucumber and Chunk aren't nice people? Is that what you're saying?
They're
How
kick-ass
rude. They're
Thank you.
It's
Kick-ass
all
and
time.
nice do not have to be in the same spot of the Venn diagram.
That's true. That's true.
So we have a special review for our homebrew review corner. that we
You do?
Lots of corners in Discover RPG. At least
a
4.
homebrew review.
It's like every
Call it-
adventurer's bar, all corners.
We call it Taming of the Brew, is what we call it.
Naming and
So we have a specially designed, selected homebrew class or race to discuss with our guests. It is called the Muppet Born.
Oh, racial profiling.
Yeah.
I feel like all the D&D races are kind of racial profiling.
we already established I'm a cop, so it's okay. It's legal.
Right. Because cops get to make up the law.
So we... No, go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking. Go on.
All right.
You
I'll
think
fill
I'm a
the time while
fighter?
you think.
Maybe?
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead, Angela. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Thank you. No, it's okay. All right. So the Muppet Born is a homebrew race, super serious, super on
Super
task
good.
with it. It's
My super show.
it is a race of chaotic creatures with innate magical abilities. And personally, I am absolutely in love with this concept. But we'll go over really quick some of the ideas of it. One of the big features of this folk you can play is their mythology speaks of the hand inside of each of them. That it guides their actions and it speaks through all Muppet Born.
This is a horrific concept.
Yeah.
Why?
Gross.
Why?
Where does the hand go in? Where does the hand go in?
I'll show you.
Please don't.
I thought it was a metaphorical hand, sort of like a soul.
Oh.
Yeah. That make living too hard. A conscience? Fuck.
So yes, they let's see. They are a small race. They rest just shy of about 2 feet tall, and their base shuffling speed is 30 feet.
It's like half of our people don't know how to walk.
Yeah.
It's really disconcerting. It makes me uncomfortable.
You have the ability always obscured, that no matter how you look at them, a Muppet Born's bottom half is always out of view. It is said that even when one...
Never noticed that, but I think you're right. Well, I'll be darned.
I like the fact that we're not even reviewing. This is just a fact-finding mission. This is fact-checking.
I mean, hey, they did their homework. I'm impressed. You know, it's here.
It is said that even when one stands in the middle of a field, the earth will rise up to meet them. That you'll
We're
have to
basically
confirm.
gods. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Look at this Adonis.
So, as part of the mythology, speaking of the hand inside of each of them, sorry guys, they innately know the mage hand cantrip. However, the floating hand can only lift up to 5 pounds and move up to 5 feet per character level.
It works.
It works.
Perfect.
But 5 pounds is pretty light. I don't know.
That's true.
I feel like
We've been working out.
How do you work out your mage hand?
You don't want to know.
Listen, man.
There's a lady in the room.
I don't have. I did have my own room.
Wait, Ryan?
What?
Oh, never mind.
How do you work out your mage hand, Ryan?
Yeah.
I don't have a hand inside me, so I don't have the ability.
Would you like one?
You're volunteering?
Yeah, I mean, we're all friends here. Life's all about experiences. Just tell me when.
When?
Whoa! That's like you didn't even know I was there.
Felted proctology.
Well, I'm no doctor.
It's a
Amateur felted proctology.
This is recreational.
Recreational felted proctology. How do you get the lube
I'm a
off your hand?
proctobbyist.
that sounds right.
That is my favorite new word. You said the secret word. Yay!
I'm sorry. Didn't say enough today.
Always sorry.
So another feature of the Muppet Born, let's see if it's accurate. Nom nom nom. Muppet Born absorbed the energy from food without ever having to swallow it.
You want to take that one?
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't enjoy the tasties. I don't know. I like to eat. You eat?
Yeah, I like to eat.
I think just like some of our friends don't know how to walk, some of them also don't know how to eat. I'm really worried for our people.
That was like existentially devastating for me.
That only the Muppet the puppets or Felton Friends or Muppets or whatever they're going to be called, they get on television are the ones that don't know how to eat and don't know how to walk, and
Yeah.
that's
It's really sad, actually. I think they're just perpetuating that terrible stereotype.
Yeah.
That we don't know how to eat, that we don't know how to walk.
Yeah.
Cookie Monster, you piece of shit. Making us all look bad.
Well, okay, so on the positive side, one of the features is called Cloth and Color. All Muppet-born know the cantrip Mending, and a once per long rest can use it to heal 1d8 hit points. Is that
Nice.
something you have or would like to have?
I would
No, I
like
like
that.
that, yeah.
That would be awesome.
It also goes up as you level. You can do it
Ooh.
more often.
I could like Deadpool status, like I could grow another me, like chop my arm off, throw it over there. 2 of me.
Oh no, one's enough already.
This
One's too
That's
much.
true.
That was one of our questions from our viewers about your opinion on the clone spell, and if it was real, how would that work? Would you like put some like couch cushion into a vat and let it grow into a new cucumber?
Whoa.
What the fiddly fuck? No!
You know, say sometimes people like are racist, but they don't know.
Right. Gee, I don't know. You mark like a ribeye steak out of that guy and throw it on the ground and you gotta know who was. Ow!
I will alert the question asker.
How dare you? How dare you?
Wow.
I'll be more judicious when I filter our questions from now on. My greatest apologies.
Angie's usually the one in charge of that, so I just trusted her on this one.
I question the languages that they provide the Muppet-born.
What did they give us?
You can speak, read, and write Common, Clothing, and Ventrilo.
The hell's clothing?
Ventrilo, a dead app?
That's what I thought. I'm like, are they just assuming that? Yeah, just
I think
Yeah, there's a lot of assumptions happening here.
Yes, I think it's a ventriloquism joke. But I mean, we already can see that Chunk can throw his voice, so I think that one's
Yeah.
at least accurate.
I mean, it's definitely
It's very
easier
good.
for us. I wouldn't say we're all fluent. We're not all connected to all of our roots, you know, so
Yeah.
that sort of situation.
It's like parcel time. Nope.
Sure.
Yeah, you know, that's totally real.
Why is he here?
Fucking guy.
Yes.
But yeah, no. I think those languages are a little. I think we could do better with the languages.
Yeah, I mean, you're from the Bay Area. You're
Yeah, from
bilingual.
the area.
What languages would you want them to be able to speak here?
Oh, I've always wanted to learn Japanese.
Yeah.
I think they're asking D&D related languages like Celestial or Undercommon.
Did I stutter? I'd like to learn Japanese.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, and then finally, there are 3 main sub-races for the Muppet-born, and we can talk about those. There is the Hand of the Monster,
Mm-hmm.
the Hand of the Grouch, and the Hand of the Animal.
Hand of the Animal.
Yeah, I like Hand of the
Yeah.
Monster. I feel like that would fit into that one.
Hand of the Grouch is very relatable.
Yeah. You could use all the charisma increases you could get, Chuck.
Do they have an option for the like the
You cut out.
For the
was
what? You cut out.
for like the Sweetums of the world, like Sweetums?
I don't... Well, okay, so the Hand of the Monster lets you roar as a mighty monster, and you get a +5 to the next attack
Yeah.
each of your allies within 60 feet make. So, like, you're sort of riling everybody up. That's vaguely Sweetums-esque.
All right.
Hand of
We
the
do have a
Grouch.
chicken friend.
Yeah.
So we do have a chicken friend. Haven't been over here yet, but chickens, you know.
Chickens.
Chickens.
Always crossing roads.
Well, the Hand of
It's
the
also a
Animal...
racial stereotype.
That's true.
Hand of the Animal, you have advantage on animal handling checks and can communicate with them. And at 3rd level, you can also cast Beast Bond without using a spell slot. So that's kind of fun.
Ooh. Willow would like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cucumber, Hand of the Grouch, you get a strength increase,
Hell yeah.
and you learn to hide yourself among the lowest of society and gain proficiency in
Done and
medium and
done.
heavy armor. It says garbage can, not garbage cannot.
Oh, that's optimistic.
Yeah.
Additionally, you don't make stealth checks at disadvantage when you're wearing heavy armor. If you're moving at half speed, presumably they're implying that you're wearing, like, garbage can material as heavy armor.
All right,
And
craftsman, bring me my garbage can armor.
And you get advantage on stealth checks if you're blending in with filth or garbage.
Wow. Okay, well, I was with it up until that point. Yikes.
Here's your
Yeah,
helmet.
yeah.
There you go.
Okay,
Hey, that's...
you're right back. Is that a
We'll wait.
sister?
Yes.
Bringing flour into this bitch? Right back.
I don't have hand of the Swedish chef is not one of these subraces.
I know that's gonna work.
I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh, oh.
Hey!
I am ready for my door.
Don't mind him. He's an idiot.
At least I tried.
Trying is half the battle.
Go, Joe.
So what else do we normally talk about? Again, we talk about house rules, we talk about running the games, we've talked about running streams before from like a technical standpoint, if anybody was interested in running streams. What does your guys' setup look like? I mean, we can sort of see a lot from your camera.
You're
But,
in
like,
it.
how elaborate is your streaming setup when you guys?
Pretty elaborate.
Right, yeah. We have
monitors,
2 cameras.
chat stuff.
We have a streaming computer box thing with like a big audio mixer. We have a power conditioner.
Yes.
And We have a lot of mic cords running everywhere.
Sure.
We have a lot of monitors because we require monitors for reasons.
They like to look at themselves.
Yeah.
We are vain as fuck.
Yeah, and chat monitors so we can see the chat. It's pretty elaborate.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Say so, wait. We have some. Did we talk about lighting?
Oh, we have lots of lights.
Yeah.
There's a giant green screen up there. I don't know if it got crapped out or not, but we dropped that for Tuesday's show.
Yeah, we have like.
Cool. No, I can see it at least in our chat.
Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah.
everyone else can see it, but yeah. Oh,
Yeah, we have like a bunch of lighting all around.
Somebody in chat said there used to be a kayak.
There used to be a kayak right there.
It was dangling above our heads precariously, and one night it made a noise.
No, it actually fell.
Oh yeah, it fell.
No, the things on top of it did.
Oh right, sorry, my mistake.
Oh,
They're just the
sorry.
things on the fucking.
I was gonna ask, was the kayak there for like threatening purposes to keep people on task?
I think Ryan had a kill switch for when he was finally.
So Ryan just had a rope and he just
Yeah.
he just gently reached for the rope occasionally. And then you guys also have a crew besides just your performers?
A crew? We have Kenny, our sound guy. We obviously have Amber. We have Willow. We've had some other guests join us recently. I
Yeah.
think Tuesday nights has been the a whole bunch of new faces. So we have Haley and Justin, and Connie comes and plays with us on almost all of our shows lately. And we have
Andrew.
Andrew.
Stunt Danny.
Stunt Danny, gluten tolerant Danny, also known as Andrew. And then on Studio Day, so we also do a thing called Studio Day where we rent out a space and we play board games and tabletop RPGs with those games creators. And we like to share that with people to be like, hey, there are people behind these things that you play, and they had to come up with it. They got the art done. They did all this stuff. Go look at
And
it.
Connie.
And, yeah, I talked about Connie.
Oh, I missed it, Connie.
You also missed G.
And G.
And G.
We don't talk about G. No, I'm kidding.
No.
No, yeah, G's on every now. G's very loud. If you think we're loud and obnoxious, meet G. We love you, G. Yeah.
Yeah,
So tell me more about this studio, the one where you play with the creators of games. What is that about? When is that? I haven't seen that. Is that on your channel?
We do them on random Saturdays. We try to do it every
Okay.
month. It usually ends up being like every other month because we have to find space. We have to make sure our guests can be there, and we have to make sure
Right.
we're fully stocked with people as well because it's a lot more
Right. You don't-
complicated than our normal setup.
You don't want any of
them.
them. You don't want any of them knowing where you live. I understand that.
Well, there's not a lot of room.
Yeah, it's just enough room
Yeah.
for us. Yeah, usually we do about three shows in one day, so we stream for about 6 to 8 hours, and we just hang out with the creators of games, and they come play.
That's
Last time we had
Scott Rogers.
Scott Rogers who created Pantone, and Ray Guns and Rocket
And we
Ships.
had Spencer Stark who created Icarus come in and play Icarus
Yeah.
with us.
Oh,
that
awesome.
is very cool.
Super fun.
Yeah, that was really fun. And we've got the guys from Sentient Cows before.
Yeah, Brian Merlongi.
Brian Merlongi.
He's a professional miniatures painter. He also created Cutthroat Kingdoms, which is an awesome board game for people who love to like yell at each other and make deals and shit. The rules are very minimal. Everything else is just the deals you make as you play the game, and it's super fun.
Everything gives you a deal.
Super.
It sounds like Monopoly.
No, but
You
it's
gotta
better than
yell people
Monopoly.
and
I've given up on Monopoly.
Oh,
No, as far as deal games are concerned, I really like Sheriff of Nottingham.
Ooh, I like Sheriff of Nottingham. Have you played, I'm not allowed to trade in it, but have you played Puerto Rico? That's like my new answer to Monopoly. That's
Yeah,
like,
I've
if
played
you like
Puerto Rico
Monopoly, go
before.
play this because it's better. Yeah.
That's the garbage you can get your stealth advantage in. Just piles of Monopoly boards.
Piles of Monopoly. Go ahead.
I have a backup filler, but if you have another question or another topic you want to transition to,
My brain is mush right
What kind of?
It's, hey,
Good question, tapioca.
Yummy.
That was good. That was good.
What's that?
I have a game we could play.
Oh,
Okay.
let's play.
Is it the movie game? Never mind, go ahead.
I have you guys ever played MASH?
Oh my gosh, when I was like 11.
Yeah, right?
11!
I have a game that I call Monster Mash, which is making a random D&D monster
Okay.
using that system. So
Let's do it.
I'm sure we could come up with really badass options if we played this.
Sweet. Let's go.
Okay. All right.
I'm
so
ready.
rules of the game. I provide a question. You guys give me. We need 3 options. So maybe we just do the 3 of you each give me an
3
option.
options. Sounds perfect.
Hey,
Works really well.
Sweet.
All right. So. And what we'll do is after we get the 3, we'll get a random number. I'll roll a bunch of dice, and then we'll figure out what our monster's actually like. All right. So first topic is type of creature. So that's the D&D types: beast, aberration, that kind of stuff. So we'll start with Ryan. Ryan, give me a creature type.
aberration.
What about you, Junk?
Beast.
Construct.
Ooh, I love constructs.
Very nice. All right. So next question: what is their highest stat? What are they best at? Ryan.
Wisdom.
Strength.
Charisma.
Did you have to say it like that?
I'm seeing a
Charisma.
pattern. Charisma. I'm seeing a pattern.
Charisma.
Oh, Nom Shivaya, Om Nom Shivaya, Om Nom Shivaya.
Yeah, I was like, charisma. All right, so the ecosystem that they can be found in.
Ooh, okay.
Ryan.
The Underdark.
A swamp.
Tapioca.
Arctic? Or an equivalent? Iceland's? Ice, whatever the fuck?
Sure.
Yeah.
Arctic,
Ice,
okay,
whatever the
Arctic.
fuck. Okay, there.
Ice the fuck.
All right, a weakness of that creature. It doesn't have to be a weakness of an element or something. Just something that can defeat them or cause them to be weaker. They're kryptonite.
Ooh.
Tapioca pudding.
Quality entertainment.
Love.
Oh,
Bigotry.
that's
Okay.
their weakness.
Yeah.
You have to be bigoted
breaks
to
their
defeat this monster.
It breaks their heart.
Oh. All right, their core motivation. What drives them?
Da-da-da-da-da.
What drives them?
Go.
The search for the search for more money.
Perfect.
After all that, that's what you came up with?
Spaceballs
Hunger.
too. Ooh. A stick shift.
Dumb.
As in, they want a car?
Nope.
Or-
No, it's literally they have a stick shift.
Driven by a stick
Yeah,
shift.
driven by a
Oh.
stick shift.
Oh my god.
All right, a story or characterization hook to make them more empathetic to the party. What would perhaps make them hesitate before murdering said creature in combat?
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
So possibly like they see that the creature is, or the whoever they're fighting in the party is down on their luck or something like that, and since their whole drive in life is the search for more money, they understand the plight that they're in. Shush you.
Empathy for the player's plight. That is
I'm
actually
gonna-
one of the things I used last time we played this game in our bonus content. So don't think. I think that's a great answer.
I'm gonna say the creature is always thinking about his offsprings.
Oh, okay.
For mine, it's the protector of the downtrodden. He'd only fight those that he deems are worthy of the fight. Otherwise, he's a protector.
Oh, always love the monsters or bad guys that look at you and go, "Yeah, you're not worthy enough to kill."
Like, fuck off. You're too low CR. Fuck off. All right. Material aesthetic. What are they made of? Fur, scales, slime, anything? Like, what kind of thing? What kind of creature are they in that way?
I'd say you'd probably have to be made of scales.
Plant-based.
Plant. Ooh.
Plant-based.
Raw meat.
Flesh
That's
doll.
kind of. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Aren't we all?
Nope.
I knew that was coming too. All right. What is the what's a simple personality of the creature?
Narcissist.
Doesn't have.
Wonder where Ryan got the inspiration for that.
Aw.
Without thinking.
Egotist.
Ego what?
Egotist.
Oh, tist.
What was yours, Chunk?
Act without thinking.
Oh yeah, that's without thinking.
Okay.
Case in point.
All right. And then lastly, what kind of family dynamic does the monster have? Do they like
he's a-
examples would be like a herd or something like that, but you can
Nah, this guy's a loner.
Well, this one started as a herd because it has offspring, but because it's a plant, they go they go away really fast. So then he ends up all lonely. So he's always on the search for companionship because
okay.
he,
I like this
Be alone.
backstory. Keep writing the fiction, Chunk.
he's a lonely guy.
Jesus. Okay. So mine is going to be a bunch of because it's raw meat. Anything it kills, it begins to like flock together. So it's like as corpses and pieces of things come apart, they all like congeal into new creatures, and they flock together like little murderous sheep.
Basically, a Kira monster. Got it.
Yes, Tetsuo!
All right. So now we're going to roll some dice to get some random numbers. Then we're going to choose from each category and create some sort of conglomeration monster.
Pretty much.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop D4s in a tray, and you're gonna tell me when to stop, and that'll be the number
Stop.
I use.
Nelly might wanted us to pick harem. Harem? I barely even know. What?
Why do you laugh like
Okay,
Because that's a fake laugh. I wanted to be clear. But I knew I wasn't being funny, but I had to do it anyway.
Oh, I should teach Ryan that.
So you go, and then you go, gadut.
I get it.
Yeah, he's gonna overuse it though.
Oh no, we gave him
all right, all right. I'm gonna drop D4s. You guys tell me when to stop.
Stop.
That's really easy. Thank you, Chunk. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, I have the number. You guys kill some time while I count the things.
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe was in Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire was in
Is this how we kill time in our show?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
was in
beautiful.
Spider-Man with Kristen Dunst.
Her name is Kirsten. But yeah, Kirsten Dunst was in Fire with Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise was in Mission Impossible 4 with Simon Pegg.
Nice.
Simon Pegg was in Star Trek with Chris Pine.
Which Star Trek?
The one called Star Trek.
Yeah. Literally.
Yes. Star Trek. No, Chris Pine was in fuck, he was in that spy movie with Tom Hardy.
He's in a bunch of movies.
It was
You
a
can just
romantic
pick one.
comedy. They're both spies.
Pick another movie.
Oh yeah.
Chris Pine was in Wonder Woman with Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot was in Justice League with Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill was in Superman with.
Disagree.
This,
but go on.
yep.
Oh, wait. Henry Cavill?
Yeah.
He was not in a movie called Superman.
He was not.
Oh, Man of Steel.
Okay, there you
Okay.
It's a game of accuracy. That's the point.
No, it's fair.
go. Angela's laughing and listening. I don't think she's doing the math.
I just finished. I was.
We can do that all day.
All right. I have so many games that are all movie trivia based, so I appreciate it. I was almost just like, I wonder how far. I'm just really intrigued by the premise of your game. All right, so we have our final results. Our creature is a construct.
Boo!
Cucumber's not going to get any more sufferable. It has high charisma.
Boo!
It lives in the Underdark, though.
Hey.
And its weakness is love.
Oh.
Aww.
The machine that wants to love because it can't love itself.
Oh, it's like the sex bot. Like the love machine.
Was the sex bot created in the Underdark?
You killed the wolf.
That's fine as a fucking wolf.
The fiction's
Literally.
going to get a little more convoluted here. Its core motivation is hunger.
Yeah.
I think we call it
For what? It used to dance.
There it goes. Fuck every.
Oh.
Where did that land?
See, I thought Cucumber was moving that around and just got bored, and that's what All right, it's the hook to make it more sympathetic to the party is it is a protector of the downtrodden. It only fights those it deems worthy of fighting.
Boo.
It is
those
It
with
is-
no love.
so it is a charisma based construct made of raw meat.
Yes. Good.
Oh, man.
The meat golem.
I call him Flapper.
The love machine. Flapper the
Sadly,
love machine.
Sadly, despite the protector of the downtroddenness of it, it is a narcissist.
Kind of have to be.
And it is always searching for a herd of its own.
Did we just make Deuce Bigelow?
A meat golem? For a herd? What?
Narcissistic.
Alright, so viewers, any of you artists out there, you should draw our
Please
meat golem.
don't
Our
draw
sad meat golem.
Do not draw Flapper the love machine
Yes.
flesh column.
Good. I like to think he has to travel by like rolling around, so it's like the little bits of steak always like slap on the marble as it moves. And it's like,
Yeah, it's just,
And like drag it.
it's just picking up dirt everywhere.
Ugh.
I'm gonna eat him. It builds up a nice crust that way, though. Protects the soft innards.
You gotta be careful though, because you ever use fire magic against him, he's just gonna char and become more protected. He's just
He'll
gonna have that
sear
like crispy outer.
Smells lovely as you kill him.
I'm sorry, it's not a 5-second roll. In D&D, it would be a 6-second roll.
Yeah, that's
What was
Um,
that little dance, Cucumber?
Let's give it a props. Ba 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 ba.
Oh, okay,
Nice
all right.
one. Good
The audio
job.
cut out, so we couldn't really tell what was going on.
That sounds like your version of the air horn.
We do that too. Basically, if it's an obnoxious sound, we do it.
Can you do a vuvuzela?
And so on
Never-
and so forth.
Never play Pugmire with them, right?
Can we play Pugmire hand?
I'm sorry.
Mark. I could be a little corgi with little shitty legs.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
They are adorable shitty legs, though.
Wow, they're the
No,
best.
well, you don't get to.
Maybe
Oh,
be a French
the
bulldog.
corgis.
The corgis, yeah, the corgis. I've never seen Cucumber's legs. Although I
Yeah, you
think
don't wanna.
in the last episode, you saw his pants.
Like that?
Oh, all right.
Aw,
Little brown pants.
Those are nice. They go very well with your purple
thank
sweater.
you.
Yours
They
isn't like
used to-
grandpa high though.
He does. And he only has the one
At least
pair.
I wear a belt.
I didn't see Cucumber's butt crack,
You're right.
but I've seen Ryan's.
Because he's always looking at my ass.
Yeah, that's not
That's
it.
a fair point.
Logan, you talk.
You two need to get your show together.
We know. It's part of my intro.
Oh. What's on your shirt? Believe what? Believe what?
Believe in Steven.
Aww,
Aw. I've still not seen that show.
that's good.
It's very
It's a very
good.
good show.
What's it on? Where can
It's a
I
very
stream
good
it?
show.
On TV.
You can watch it on, I think it's
Hulu.
on Amazon.
Oh,
I
okay.
think you can get it on Amazon Prime.
I was gonna say, is there a real place I could watch it? I don't know anybody who watches TV.
There's this Tumblr that may or may not put it live about
No.
a half hour after every episode. No, we're not.
Ooh.
One thing I use Tumblr for now.
Yeah, no, there's no porn.
Right, yeah, what are we supposed to do now?
Yeah, right?
Jesus,
God.
Tumblr. Get your shit together, Tom. Let's just sit here and stare awkwardly at the audience for a
Okay, okay.
There are people that pay for this.
Angela lost.
Good. I lose.
We literally have people that pay for this. You're welcome.
If this seems like the content you're interested in, subscribe to Nerdsmith and tell us.
If not, go watch something else.
Yeah.
Whatever you want into your ears.
We got a few people that said this is their kink, so all right. Go to nerdsmith.org. We'll do some bonus content. Like
Yeah, we'll do anything for money.
Literally
we should have
anything.
been
Anything.
anything. We should have been recording the first hour where we were sitting here awkwardly staring at each other. That would have been entertaining.
Just doing sound check. How about now? How's it now?
How about now? Now. What is? No, go, Angela. You have something. Go,
No,
please.
that was me demanding inspiration.
What is the worst felted friend stereotype that people? What's the worst question that people ask you as a felted friend that you hate? They absolutely.
I know
you hate
yours.
them.
Are you Cookie Monster? Are you Groover? No, I'm not. I look nothing like them just because they're blue.
Tell him about the time you were at TwitchCon.
The guy was like, I forget what he said.
He's like, nice Cookie Monster.
You're a Cookie Monster. No, Cookie Monster doesn't have a nose.
The Grover does. See, the Grover one I can kind of
Okay,
get.
Grove.
It's still insensitive, but I can understand
Yeah,
it.
I guess so.
Yeah,
But
Cookie Monster, you're way the fuck up.
Yeah.
For me, it's who's the yellow one over there? I'm green. And I was like, who's the yellow one? Green.
Hey now, Cucumber. I mean, some people have colorblind deficiencies. You gotta be sensitive to that.
Then maybe they shouldn't assume.
That's true. If you have colorblindness, you probably shouldn't ask
Yeah, you should probably
color-based
know.
questions.
Yeah, like who's the frog face one? Who's the dumb looking one? Those should
Who's
cover
the ugly
that.
one?
Yeah, who's the ugly one?
Oh,
Who's the one
wow.
with the receding hairline?
I'm working on it.
With the bug eyes.
Well, I guess Ryan's covered, and then Ryan and me. So... oh, that's a good question. They asked if we've ever cosplayed. If so, who would like to cosplay? We did dress up as vampires.
Yeah,
that one
and
night.
superheroes. We had to create our own superhero personas one time.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that
Oh,
was
yeah,
cool.
we had
What were your
full-on villain
superheroes?
outfits.
Yeah,
It was awesome. It's
What
on,
were your superheroes?
it's on Giphy somewhere.
yeah.
Look up Mwahaha, and yours was, what, Hiss or something?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I got it, Logan.
Had a bright yellow thing with shoulder pads and shit. It was
It was
Yeah.
dope.
beautiful.
It looked like
Awesome.
Vegeta had like a really weird...
Oh! And then Ewok and you were Yoda.
Oh, yeah, it was... It didn't fit me. It was for a small dog, so I didn't have a neck anymore.
Turns out dog costumes fit us.
Sort of. They force your arms out like this, though.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Build-A-Bear
Awesome.
costumes are better.
Although they're always short-sleeved.
Oh, yeah.
I like my long sleeves.
What would be like your highest aspirational cosplay? Like if you could cosplay it, what would you do?
I want full LARP armor. Like I'm talking like helm.
Heck yeah.
I want metal pieces. I want chainmail. I want a weapon. I want that.
One like a like a Boba Fett or a Stormtrooper or Kylo Ren, something Star Warsy with helmet.
Ooh, or maybe Greatest American Hero.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ah.
Cucumber, aren't you worried that a full suit of armor like that's very heavy?
Nah, bish, I'm strong. I'll do it. Also, there's a guy online who does. He's actually on Twitch. He does handmade armor, and he makes a lot of it out of aluminum, so it'd actually be really light and easy to wear.
Aluminium.
There's no I.
Listen. They'll colonize you if you don't agree with them. So just let it happen.
I don't know. Right now,
We'll see what happens.
Dark days.
That's a toss-up there, Logan.
I was going to say, there's a right now, maybe. I mean,
No.
it's true.
You gotta go somewhere after they Brexit, right?
They have their own issues, right?
Topical.
That's probably the most. I was going to say it's the most topical we've ever been, and it was this show of all things.
If you want hard-hitting hot takes on political events, subscribe and tell us.
Yes, and you're on the wrong. We usually have so much to talk about. What did we miss?
I think I'm just exhausted from crying laughing.
What's your favorite Sunday? It's a little hot fuzz bowl.
Okay, how about this? I can pull from the other MASH questions I have and just ask you guys your opinions. And like
Okay.
Sure, go.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. What is...
We honestly have more than this prepared usually.
We do.
I don't know what happened this week.
Is that something you say every show? Over all your guests?
No, it really isn't. It's the second week of our sub drive. You guys are our first sort of actual guests. We've had guest hosts on. We kind of do our normal show, but this was very unique and different. So we knew it was going to be. So we really like have you guys on.
All right. So you guys know the whole concept of like treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So what's your ideal treat yourself splurge? Like you can have any amount of it with no consequences whatsoever.
Oh,
I'm sure myself right now.
What?
Sleep.
Oh,
Sleep.
that's what you're doing.
yeah, sleep, that's what you're doing.
I'm not waiting for anybody. I'm sleeping.
For me, it would be unlimited Kickstarter game backings with every stretch goal. Everything. Give me all those metal coins. I want to shower in them.
And some Rogaine.
What about you, Ryan?
Jealous? You single toned. What?
I would take just unlimited free time.
Ooh, that's...
So what
what
would
is
be
that?
Answer the question.
Wow.
It's not a question.
There's an audience.
Okay, so all right, here's another one. A fashion or aesthetic style or like a haircut or something, it would be really fun to rock, and you would rock it well whenever you wanted. You could just like snap your fingers and it would be there or be gone.
I already have it. I want to do the Viking braid mohawk thing.
You have that?
What?
You have
No.
it?
No.
Oh, you have that, what you want to do.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to do.
Surprise! It's been a bald cap this whole time.
That would have been impressive as fuck.
I'd like to change my fur color regularly.
Hmm.
That'd
Ooh, that'd be a
cool.
good one.
Let's see,
Hair? You want hair? A hairline?
my hairline is wherever I believe it to be, sir. Let me see. What's this? I want full dwarf beard, like braided dwarf beard. My own purple hair, but yeah, like the long braids, like where the hair braids into the beard. And I can tuck it in my belt.
That's
want
a really good one. I like
Yeah.
that one a lot. Let me see. What else?
Also,
Andrew,
specifically
you never got your
dwarf
answer.
beards. Not. Oh, sorry.
Dwarf beards would be kind of cool. Yeah, Andrew, I answered the question in our chat. You didn't really answer it. What would yours be?
It would be really nice occasionally to be able to rock a like half head shave, but then I'd be able to undo it when I don't want it. It's a bit of a commitment to do that.
All right.
So
Just pull the tab and.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. All right. So how about you live your life, and every so often, you need some advice, or you need to just call somebody up to make yourself feel better, and that sort of thing. A mentor, if you will. Who would be your mentor? Fictional, living, or dead, past or present, that you could just call up on the phone or go on a coffee, hang out with, and just get their advice. They'd be your friend, and they'd help you work through your troubles.
So we're assuming that they would like us.
Yes, they're your friend.
Okay,
they would
cool.
hang out with you. They would choose
Nice.
to hang out with you.
Good.
Wow.
I know. I would get advice and shoot the shit with Sir Terry Pratchett.
Ooh, that's a really
That guy's
good one.
scope on the world is very similar to my own, but I feel like he's much wiser than I will ever be. And he's funny as fuck. Well, read Discworld, kids. Just do it. Read them all.
Seriously.
Splinter. From the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, you mean that guy you killed?
Yes, the guy I killed. Don't ask. Splinter. I would love to have a Splinter be my sensei. Psycho,
He feels
sensei.
It feels like he has his shit together.
Yeah. Not movie Splinter from the current movies. That guy sucks. But like Kevin Clash's Splinter.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call.
Cuckoo.
What about you, Ryan?
Mr. Rogers.
Oh.
Because that's how much he can't handle our bullshit. He needs Mr. Rogers.
Oh,
I
sorry.
just need a hug sometimes. And some soft loafers.
Secondhand Samurai got to meet Terry Pratchett. I'm forever jealous.
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, we couldn't hear you, Logan. You were miming.
Nope, you're gone.
You're really
Bye
good at
forever.
miming.
Good night, everybody.
See ya.
I can hear you now.
That's weird. I was going to say, every time when Cucumber's audio drops out, I like to think that Cucumber is going on just this horrible rant of
We don't beep. We just block
cut
out
the audio. And so, like in the middle of his talking about Mr. Rogers, he just goes on this hate-fueled rant about.
I love Mr. Rogers. He gave some great felted representation in his show.
You
He
did.
did a lot of good stuff for us people.
I've got a question inside the chat: Jim Henson or Fred Rogers?
Jim Henson.
That's a tough question, but yeah.
Nope. Jim Henson.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah, right? Not much of a debate on that one. All right, so a band or musician that you would love to see live, regardless of if they're living, dead, or disbanded.
Oingo Boingo.
Boo.
With Danny Elfman still there and wanting to play
yeah.
shit.
Pink Floyd with all its members.
Did you just boo Oingo Boingo?
Yeah, I did. It's terrible. Pink Floyd with all the members, unbroken up
Fair.
and alive.
I don't go to very many concerts.
Yeah, but what would you
What would you?
Would you?
They'd come to your home and perform for you quietly.
The Pentatonics?
That'd be so creepy. An acapella band just surrounding you in your home.
Yeah.
But the original, Unbroken Up.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a question. Who would you most like to play D&D with?
Ooh.
Oh.
Celebrity or whoever, whether they play or not, whatever. Who would you
Chris
like to
Perkins.
most play D&D with? Right?
Yeah.
Christopher Walken.
Who ha? Who ha? Who?
God damn it!
Come on,
Right,
spit it out. You got it.
Acquisitions
It's right there.
Incorporated.
Oh no,
Old guy.
Yeah.
Jerry Holkins?
Jerry Holkins. Thank you.
Ah,
He'd be
he's
awesome.
pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How about you?
I got too many. I got a lot of names rattling. You go.
No, I was asking you so that I could get it together in my head while you thought about it. You talked
I'll
about
just
it.
list some. Just list
No, just
some.
pick
Sure, go
one.
for it.
No,
Pick one.
no.
You have to pick one to say first, so...
Okay, fine. Well, since Perkins was already mentioned, so So, just putting that out there. But also, Pat Rothfuss would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What ho? And, Satine Phoenix to be cool. And then, that's cool people. Man, Mercer? Fuck it, yeah, I'll play with Mercer.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't answer that question. We can't pick one. Everybody.
Yeah, that's
Everybody who
Matt
plays
Mercer-
D&D.
Matt
Big
Mercer's
long
a
table
total
of
sweetheart.
everybody.
You said regardless of if they play D&D or not, so my brain
Yeah.
went to Christopher Walken.
Oh, no. Did you see him play Captain Hook?
It was the best. It was so
I
good.
got be the best. Blah.
Oh.
The crocodile.
The crocodile. Oh. On my head.
I do not have a Christopher Walken.
No, I'm not very good. Chunk, did you answer the question or did we just hear a murmur?
I couldn't decide. I was just agreeing with them.
He dodged it like Neo.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you could add to the list?
Someone sciencey like Bill Nye.
Ooh, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah. Those would be kind of cool. I worry they might they'd probably be pretty cool about it. I was worried that you get somebody too sciencey, they're going to want to be like, well, the actual science and physics behind it, it's like...
Then you just have to yell, it's magic!
Just slap them because they're scientists. They're not physical people.
They're just a concept.
I meant they don't work out.
They're only made up of hypotheses.
But man,
do you have
aren't we
anyone else you'd like
all
to play
just concepts? Huh?
What do I want to play D&D with? I mean, not to just I'd love to play with Laura Bailey. I think she would be awesome.
Yeah.
Laura Bailey.
Oh,
Any of
Sanspans
the- any of
people.
the-
Yes! Adam!
Sans Pants?
Sandpants Radio. They do a D&D live play podcast. They're from Australia, and they're all Australian comedians, and they're all fucking funny.
Yeah, look them up. It's called D&D is for Nerds. It's called their show called. It's called.
It's a
Very
good
cool.
time.
That's good.
My Google foo is powerful.
And I can't ever remember Adam's actual last name because they said the wrong one for like 2 years.
Adam Calavali.
Calabari.
Calavali.
Calavali.
Calamari?
Calamari. Cavalia. Mister. Oh.
I agree. Yeah.
Wow, that has been years since I have thought of that goddamn music.
Did you know they're remaking it? They just announced this past week. They announced the new music. They're like rebooting it, and it's gonna go on tour again.
Okay.
What now?
Alegria, the sex show.
Okay.
I get closed in like 2002 or something like that. Now they're rebooting it and redoing the music and doing like a new version of it.
Neat.
It's kind of cool.
Some of the audience
Alright,
answers was Eddie Izzard, Patton Oswald, Sarah Silverman, and Michelle Wolf. Those are good. That
I
was
would
not
play
the-
Patton Oswald in
Yeah.
like 2 seconds.
Yeah, Patton Oswalt.
I would like to play more like
absolutely.
3 or 4 hours, but yeah, 2 seconds would be good too.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, my personal choice of people right this moment that I would really love to play D&D with someday is the three of you. I would love the opportunity to come and play with you guys. I think that'd be a lot of fun, even if nothing has. And on that note, it is 2:00, and I think we're going to, like a horse with a broken leg, put this one to rest and just be done with it.
Fucking hell.
Compared to our other shows, this one has limped along a little bit, but it has been one of the most entertaining and the most fun. So thank you guys very much for being here. And Ann Palmer, I don't know if you guys saw in the Discord that we posted, or you probably didn't put it in the right Discord. Ann Palmer, the woman who does the terrain, also does a Christmas ornament every Thursday, and she has thrown together a very quick cucumber ornament that she wanted to tinker around with the idea of tomorrow.
We saw.
Good. I'm glad you guys.
She was
saw
looking
that.
for purple hair.
Yeah,
She couldn't find purple hair.
Well, mine's
if-
going
if-
away fast.
I was going to say, if any more of cucumbers falls out, you can just mail it to her, and we can go.
Yeah, I suggest you look through the go to Target and go to like the gift wrap section. You might find some there.
Oh, that's a good idea. Or cucumber. I know goes to a lot of the local strip clubs, so maybe check tables there a lot, and we'll see.
Yeah, well, I gotta make money somehow. It's not through streaming.
So if you combined the two, you'd probably make a mint.
Probably do really well. Puppet, my Felton friend. God damn, I'm really bad with that one. Felton friend shipping would be very.
We've been.
Strips. There's something good there. Angela,
Strips
please
of
wrap us up
fabric.
and let's get out of here. Strips of fabric. Perfect. It sounds like a soap opera. Strips of fabric.
I call it hot swatches.
So we have our giveaway to do. Yep, you win. You win.
I have a feeling Cucumber wins in most things. So let's go ahead and wrap up.
We have our giveaway, our World Anvil giveaway.
Let's go ahead and roll that real quick. We had, quite a few people enter. Thank you all. Looks like we're going to be doing a 6-month Grandmaster tier for tonight. That's the best prize we have right now. So we're going to go ahead and roll that in 3, 2, and Cam Crochets. Congratulations. A 6-month World Anvil Grandmaster tier subscription. We'll get that over to you ASAP. Courtesy of World Anvil. World Anvil gave us codes for every single streaming show that we did during our sub drive here. So over $1,000 worth of subscriptions they gave us. They are very generous to us, and we absolutely love them. Go ahead and take a look over at worldanvil.com to see all the amazing stuff over there and light up the forge.
Did I hear right when you said that everybody who didn't win, you're going to send them cash?
Yes. If they want to give me their mailing address, I will send them at least 1 cent of cash, and then actually that's going to add up in postage. So let's not do that.
Just write a check. Just write a check. It'll be cheaper.
Yeah, there you go. I don't think it will be. I mean, I've got actually checks from old accounts that don't work anymore, so sure.
Bounce them.
Fraud across the board there.
Thank you guys so much for joining us here in chat, and thank you to Ryan, Chunk, and Cucumber for joining us as guests. This
You're
was
welcome.
delightful.
Thank you guys so
Thanks
much.
for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks for not kicking us out.
Of course not. And check out nerdsmith.org/subdrive to find out how you can help with the subdrive. Our subdrive runs till April 30th, and I've said subdrive too many times in this.
Subscribe.
Subdrive.
Yeah, hopefully that'll drill it in. Yeah, you're doing great. Doing a great job. All right, everybody. So thank you all for you. Wait,
We're going to do a raid.
Yay!
We're
We
going
like
to go
it.
raid.
Get your
we're gonna go
emotes
raid
ready.
Straticus.
Straticus Academy. Awesome.
We love Straticus Academy. You will never find a more inviting group and a better safe place for creators than Straticus Academy. So follow them, come along with us, please. Even if you can't stay, let's do a big raid. We're going to shout. What are we going to shout, guys? What do you want our raid shout to be today?
For snoots.
For snoots.
For snoots.
All right, so for
He's my
snoots,
dead
guys.
boy.
And we'll get that going here. Any last words, guys? Anything you want to say to the audience in the last
Well, that
few
sounded
seconds?
that sounded
No, we're not.
Rosebud.
All right, you guys.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you guys.
ya.
And please, as always, do us a favor and be good to each other. Have a good time in the raid.
Still got 10 seconds.
10 seconds, okay.
10 seconds.
By the time I think of something to say, we'll be gone. Okay, bye, guys. We love
Bye-bye.
All
you.
right, guys, thank you.
No.